So my name's Caitlin and I work at the Smokehouse and I am the marketing manager here and the volunteer manager as well. So the role itself is quite varied. That's because there's quite a small team here, so we're all kind of doing lots of different jobs. And then with my volunteer manager role, basically for all the gigs that we've got across all the venues, we've got lots of different volunteer opportunities at the gigs. So we've got, as well as alongside our paid staff, like our sound engineer and bar staff, we've got opportunities in things like lighting and learning sound and other things like that. So I recruit and look for new people that want to learn these things, be a part of a community and yeah, get them roles across the month. So yeah, my favourite part of the Smokehouse community has really also been part of my role as volunteer manager. So having done that for the last maybe 5 or so years, we've been really building up our community of volunteers. And we've also sort of seen them progress, so whether people come for a year or 2 and then they move on to the next thing, but we still see them coming back, enjoying the space because they've met people in the space and they've built their new friendship groups, which is really lovely to see. So the space is a really special space and enjoyable and uplifting for sure, and I think that's part of the people that occupy the space. Our sort of ethos here is just to be nice to people, be friendly and be welcoming. And then it just makes people feel welcome, or the audience is welcome into the space, as well as artists as well. And we really prioritise looking after artists, and because we've got these more volunteer roles, it means that we can just put on a really good show. So the way that we support local artists at the Smokehouse is basically we've got 3 or so gigs every week at the Smokehouse, and we've got such a accessible fee, we think, which means that local artists and bands can afford to hire the space and put on their own gig, which is really important. We've also been building up a roster and a list of local bands that get in touch with us looking to play gigs, and that means that that's a list that we can go back to again and again when we're suggesting bands or sharing it with other promoters coming to the space.
Now the sun is mine! Now the sun is mine! I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it!
It's just really brilliant to be able to put on music in Ipswich again before we opened the Smokehouse in 2016, there wasn't anything for a few decades. So it's really rewarding, like being able to provide that for music fans in Ipswich.
We're going to man? Did he just stick his middle finger up at me? I'm pretty certain he did. You fucking prick!